All right, we are live. We're going to let everyone get situated for the next minute. So here we are. Just give it a minute.
No, we just went live. My phone just went.
Wonderful.
I just turned my ringer off. So I was doing the same thing.
Wait for a couple comments from you guys online. Make sure it's working. All right, Frank White's here. All right. Yes, there's a roster. Please sign it if you're in the room. All right. I'll show. I see Josh, Zach, you're on here. I did find a pair of your coveralls in the loft, so I heard. I think you're going to be here tomorrow morning, so swing by and I'll grab it for you.
I guess I didn't turn it off.
All right, so let's do this. It is now 5 o'clock. Here we go. Today we are talking about. I always forget to click on this. Fall protection. Yes. All right, so requirements for fall protection. Workers must be protected by fall protection when working at heights of 4 feet or above in general industry and 6 feet or above in the construction industry. You have to be trained by a qualified person before using fall protection. Training must cover the nature of fall hazards, how to recognize them, and how to reduce those hazards, the correct procedures for installing, inspecting, operating, maintaining, and disassembling personal fall arrest systems, and the correct use of personal fall protection systems and equipment, including the proper hookup, anchoring, and anchorage techniques, and methods of equipment inspection and storage specified by the manufacturer. We must provide fall protection and the right equipment for the job. These different types of fall protection include guardrail systems, personal fall arrest systems, travel restraint systems, positioning systems, and safety net systems. I am super excited to announce that we have purchased a fall protection system for shop use. Obviously, drivers, you are not to be on top of trucks. That is a shop function. So I'm super excited that we have gotten a fall protection system to put up in the shop. It'll be here soon. It looks similar to this here on the screen. Yay. All right. So about the different types of fall protection, we have guardrail systems. Sorry, you can't see that on the screen very well. So guardrails are barriers that prevent workers from falling to lower levels. These types include temporary guardrails, guardrails for scaffolding and aerial work platforms, and stair rails and handrails. Obviously, you guys use these out in the field on stairs and tanks. Systems include a toe board, a mid-rail, and a top rail that's capable of withstanding at least 200 pounds of force in any direction. You must also have smooth surfaces to prevent you from any punctures or cuts and make sure your clothes don't get snagged on them. Personal fall arrest systems. These are designed to break a worker's fall. The system includes a full body harness, a lanyard, a lifeline, a deceleration device, an anchor point, and a connector on those. It must be inspected before initial use during each work shift for mildew, wear, damage, and deterioration. And any defective parts on these must be removed from service immediately and tagged as unusable or destroyed. Travel restraint systems. These are used to eliminate the possibility of a worker going over the edge of a walking working surface. These consist of a combination of an anchor point, an anchorage connector, a lanyard or other connection, and body support. For these types, a self-retracting lanyard is not appropriate for a travel restraint system unless the worker can't reach the fall hazard when the lanyard is fully extended. Travel restraint lines must be capable of sustaining a load of at least 5,000 pounds. A positioning system is a system of equipment and connectors that, when used with a body harness or a body belt, allow you to be supported on an elevated vertical surface with both hands free. The difference between a positioning system and the personal fall arrest system is that the positioning system supports workers on elevated surfaces and limit the fall to 2 feet instead of 6 or 4 in general industry. These must be secured to an anchor point capable of supporting at least twice the potential impact load of a worker's fall, or 3,000 pounds, whichever one's greater. These systems must also be inspected before each use for wear, damage, and other deterioration, and defective parts must also be removed from service as well. Last, we have safety net systems. These are mesh nets, panels, and connecting components typically used when conducting work 25 feet or more above lower levels. These must be installed as close as possible under the walking working surface, but no more than 30 feet below. And they also have to have enough clearance underneath of them so it prevents you or objects falling from contacting other surfaces or structures below it. Materials can become falling objects. If anything like materials, scraps, or tools fall into the nets, they need to be removed as soon as possible, or at the least before the next shift comes in. Those materials, like I just said, can become falling objects. Protection from those includes tow boards, barricades, canopies, hard hats, and secondary safety devices, like the secondary safety wires that secure them to your wrist if you do drop them. Worker responsibilities for fall protection. Number 1, don't work at heights unless you're trained to do so. Number 2, know the hazards of working at heights. 3, inspect your fall arrest equipment before use. And 4, wear the fall protection when required. Our safety focus phrase, for those of you online, is you can't escape the fall. All right. Any questions, comments, concerns on that? Anyone online? Sorry, I don't know if anyone is watching the comments. Cool. Okay. So that does it. Super excited for that to come into the shop. Again, our monthly safety topic is care and resilience during COVID. Our supervisors should be talking with you guys when they're out talking to you guys in the field, just checking in, making sure you're doing all right. We have some recognition again. Number 1 here, we have Perry Norton, recognized by Alan. Perry, I received a great compliment regarding you, your wife, and other Prairie team members. There was a situation where you helped out Mark Hope and his family, and a few others as well. So we really appreciate you guys being there for each other. We are a family. We appreciate that. And we also have Mike Booth by Kyle Hansen. Basically, Mike, you saw an issue with tires, and a situation happened with those where you approached the proper people to get that appropriately fixed, making sure everyone's doing their job, making sure everything is safe and reliable out on the road. We appreciate you as well. All right. On to operations. Reminder that your Devon orientations are due by the 30th. If you do not have them done by the 30th, you will be put on the do not dispatch list. If you do not have your emails set up and aren't checking your emails, you should do that because this communication has been coming through your emails. If you have any questions on how to do it or need help doing it, please get a hold of me because you have approximately 11 days to get that done or you're not getting dispatched. Again, let me reiterate that they are not mobile compatible. You cannot do them on phones or iPads. It needs to be done on a computer. Okay? If you have any questions, get a hold of me and we'll get it done. Rattlesnakes, it's that time of the year. So, Chris Hudson has seen one every other day out in the field. Make sure you're watching for rattlesnakes. Be aware, be careful. Buckets and drip pans. Need to be using those when loading and unloading. It helps make sure we're not making a mess and makes it easier on you so you don't have to clean up after minor spills or drips. And then maintaining your truck cabs. So please make sure you're cleaning your truck cabs and maintaining the interiors of those. You need to make sure you're securing objects and cleaning up trash. Number 1, this is how you guys present yourselves in your trucks. Present yourself individually as an employee and as a Prairie employee. Basically, it's your guys' office out there. Number 2, think about if you were to roll this. This is one of our trucks from what, today?
Nah, this was about a week ago.
About a week ago, regardless. Still recent. Think about if you're driving this truck and you roll this truck at 65 miles an hour, and that fire extinguisher rolling around there hits you in the face at 65 miles an hour. It's going to cause a lot of damage. It'll probably kill you. So things like that need to be secured in your truck. You need to clean up that trash, take care of it. Other things that can happen, those can get stuck underneath your brake pedals. So again, if you're going 65 miles an hour down the road and you don't have brakes, that's a problem. So make sure you guys are cleaning up, secure those things in there, clean up after yourselves and clean up your space. That's all I have. Anybody else?
Don't forget to check your emails. I know we're doing better about people getting them set up, but actually check your emails. We sent out a long time ago that you should be checking them at least once a day while you're on shift. We send out a lot of stuff that's important, guys. It's not just, for fun. Again, check those. I know everybody's busy, but once a day is all it takes.
I'm assuming you guys heard that online, but check your emails. Important things come through those about every day. So, anything else? Awesome. Nice to see you guys. We will see you next week. Stay safe.